What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gentry and Sons, and welcome to another video. So I hope you guys are having a good day. We are here at the shop, and it is just already starting to be one of those weeks where just everything is going wrong. We have those every once in a while. If you're running a business, running a trucking company, and things just go perfect from day to day, every single day, please put down in the comments what you're doing, and because I'd really like to get to that point. I'd really like to have every single day just go perfect. None of our trucks ever break down. Never have any issues at all. You know, I've been seeing in the comments there's a lot of guys that have it like that. So if you don't care, guys, share it down in the comments. Let us know your secrets, because there's a few of us out there that would really like to be able to do that. Dump truck went to leave out. Had a blow power steering line, and it just started yesterday, so somehow that happened. I don't know. If you could tell us where to get those hoses where they don't break or bust, would be real nice. So we got to get the Kenworth fixed, get the power steering line fixed on it. This thing's got to go haul a load of gravel to a job site, and Brax has got a classic to fix. This thing just got a new clutch put in it yesterday. So Kenworth's down. The Peterbilt did leave out this morning. It's good to go. Them do have Cummins in them, and they will eventually get taken out of them, and some cats or Detroit's put in them. Do what? More clean. Let's finish cleaning up. So me and Brax is doing a shop cleaning this morning, so we can get back on Rooster and get some of this stuff knocked out. I can't stand, the older I get, I cannot stand clutter, and it is driving me crazy. So doing some shop cleaning. And everybody, guys, I'm sorry, the ones that commented, they wanted to see this thing put back on the road, put it back in the fleet. But we found a better use for this motor than putting it back out on the road. This thing's got a heck of a motor in it, and we're gonna put it in a newer truck. Hey, take some that Lucas Gear or Lucas oil and put around these before you stick it in there.
Yeah, oil.
Oil the crap out of it.
The oil.
Oil the holy smokes out of it, Devin.
Oil always holding it. Look how hot this is gonna be.
There you go. Y'all are weird.
Yeah. He's just trying to get in the mess.
Austin. Don't be getting Austin all tore up.
Yeah.
Eat it all over the place. That's the way we like it.
Where'd that can come from?
That's a big marine cam we got. 1,000 horsepower.
Bonnie don't make like 200.
Well, now to make 1,200. 1,200 horses under the hood of this puppy. Yeah.
Miniature ponies.
1,200 miniature ponies.
Yeah, miniature ponies.
That's what Rooster makes, 450 horsepower. This one should make, I don't know, David had that oil and the cam bearings he's going to put in it. It might make upwards of 2,000, 2,500. We'll see. All right, so that motor is coming out of that thing, and it is going in this thing. So we're going to take it out of a 98 and put it in a 2018. And we're going to stick this thing on the road making some money. That's the plan anyway. So this motor right here, which it sucks, but somebody run this puppy out of oil and it seized up. So the crank is shot. So we're gonna figure out what exactly is wrong with this thing, pull the crank out of it, either get the crank fixed, hopefully, or just put a new crank in it. New crank, new rods, and So this thing was locked completely up. It sucks as it had, I mean, this motor is actually running pretty good. And so we're gonna see what we can do with it, see if we can't save it. But while we have that good engine over there, we're gonna stick it in this truck. So the guys today, is what they're gonna be doing, is yanking this engine out. We're gonna go through, reseal it. I built this motor with all OEM Detroit parts, and back when you could get OEM Detroit parts. This could run an old truck.
I use all these parts here.
You got any oil leaks?
Nope, this truck didn't leak any oil.
Oh yeah, I built this thing, I forgot.
Oh yeah. One thing it leaks
That
right
makes
there
sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, we should let you do them all.
You hear that, Brax? You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna blow my head up. No, we've worked hard to learn these Detroits, and
we know where all the leaks are. We know where they're going to leak eventually, and we know how to fix the leaks that's going to happen later. 400,000 miles, they're going to start leaking.
I checked the mileage on this thing. I thought it had more miles than it did, but
The motor? No. Because we didn't use this truck. We used it for hauling potatoes.
yeah, that's all it
And
ever
then
did.
we retired it, and then we just used it when we had to have it. Was we needed a truck on the yard. The only thing we done reason is parked is because we pulled the insurance off of it and
Yeah.
parked it, so we didn't need it. Just when the boats slowed down.
So we were going to stick this motor in the Red Classic, but we did just get a new set of dimple pistons to go in that thing. So we're going to rebuild that motor and use this one in the Coronado. And then we have another Detroit sitting.
Is it got arguments?
I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. Just keep it for a spare. Probably pull it out, get it cleaned up, put it on the stand, and use it for a spare. So when a truck does come in like that, or we buy a truck that needs a motor, then we can bring it in, pop it in, and let it go. So we're gonna get Bonnie straightened out, got the new cam in it, and get this thing back out on the road. All right, guys, we just got the cam back in. So we ran the rack on it, got the new cam in it, new rollers. So this thing should be good to go. We're gonna do some maintenance on it. All right, I guess Bonnie's ready to go. We're getting ready to fire it up. Valve cover's back on it. We just gotta clean it up now. And then let's hear it run.
We just put fuel in that bowl.
Huh?
We just put fuel in that bowl.
Which one, over here?
Yeah. Videoing?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate videoing when we first start these things.
I got confidence in you guys. I got faith in you.
Well, if the rod goes through it.
Well, then I'll get it on video.
Alright.
If Rod goes through it, I'm gonna be real upset.
It's primed, I'll just start right up.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. I just primed that mold, so. Go ahead.
Dang. That's pretty smooth.
That's not a lot better than it came in, did it?
What's that noise?
One little old bitty.
That's the compressor?
One coffee hard, probably sound like it's
Driver said it had a vibration. In high gear in the drive line. I know. That compressor's loud, ain't it?
you seen that ISX, it's hammer.
A good oil pressure? No warnings, baby. Got 556,000 miles on it now.
Having a dead cell will definitely give it a vibration.
Yeah, it will. good.
Back alive!
Yeah, it's gonna be seared soon. I haven't seen it for it.
Thank you for a spin. Gotta see that thermostat, man.
Bonnie girl. Come on, honey. Go for it with a wide. Window's a little dirty, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. That's what I love about Bonnie. And whistle. She just likes to ride, boys. This old truck get down the road. Try the Jakes out. Oh, ho, ho! Tell me Bonnie ain't ready to ride. Bonnie is only getting 4 miles to the gallon. She definitely had a problem coming home from Washington. This thing usually gets really good fuel mileage. So we gotta put an air dog on the Classic. Get that thing ready to go. It's gonna be leaving out this weekend. Everything leaving out, including me, headed to Texas. I'm gonna have to drive all night. Work all day, drive all night. That's the way we do it around here. I'm gonna pull this thing in, we're gonna give it a quick grease job, and then we're gonna head out. Watch this, guys, I'm gonna mess with that. I don't know what y'all did, but something is not right with this thing. It's like something's just chewing. What? It's like something's chewing, like grinding. And it's backfiring through the intake. Here, go drive it. No, don't go drive it. Something bad's wrong though. He had to get it out of time or something.
Can't get it out of time. You got out of time and then valves.
That's what it acts like. It's blowing back through the...
No, there's no way. You've been sitting here missing.
Well, start it up, listen to it.
Same truck.
You don't think you put the cam in backwards, do you? It needs
Nothing wrong with
put
it.
some grease in it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I know it wasn't. How's I say?
Awesome, it's like daggone it.
Gotta be so way. There
Yeah, you was all.
No, I wasn't.
You knew.
I wasn't even listening to you.
Say put some grease in it.
Grease is
grease
safe.
the bottom of it and get it out of here.
It's just grease last week.
I got a driver that needs to be put in it.
Well, put a pump in everything. Let's double check, make sure it's greased last week.
There ain't much of grease on his disc.
If it was greased last week, it's ran 5,000 miles, so it needs greased again.
Oh, we need that new sticker in it.
A sticker on where?
Grease?
We done an oil change too.
Okay, yeah. New sticker, grease it. I'm going to take it by Fitzgerald's and get my fender put on finally.
Man, I need this thing going to Las Vegas.
I'm taking it to Texas.
Oh, you going to Texas?
He can drive the Classic. I'm driving this.
Well, get it out of here so I can get the Classic up.
We'll throw some grease on it real quick and we'll...
They're leaving tomorrow. They got to drop New Mexico first, and then they got to go to be there Monday morning for Albuquerque, and then he'd be in Vegas Tuesday morning, so they can load both boats all at the same time. I wish we had another truck to go with them. They can load that third boat all at one time.
Why don't you send them to Vegas first?
Can't. Vegas ain't open till Tuesday.
I'll call him, let him know it'll be...
I need a crane Tuesday. They should be there Tuesday morning to unload both trucks.
Who's you want to...
James is leaving and Tim Washington's leaving.
And then Dewey and Jason's taking
And Jason's taking Washington.
Vegas?
No, Jason's going to Oregon. Vegas will be next week.
Tuesday?
The next load. It ain't even set to be there till the week after. I scheduled it the week after.
Okay, well, we need to call him and tell him.
So, I know the one we got today, we have to load, and we don't have to send it out. I'll send it out for 2 weeks later. So we're good. But we need to get these two there at the same time. They'll load there in Albuquerque and bring it to Vegas at the same time. You tell them they can't go on the strip after they get unloaded either. Coming back. Wonder why this one don't have that plate where you can just...
It's a cheap truck.
Oh, it's in cheap trucks?
Yeah.
Didn't want to spend extra.
They don't want to spend the extra money on
They
it.
probably charge $2,000 to do that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad little system to put on these trucks.
Well, just
the lines broke.
if you buy them with ISXs, bring them on. We'll put them all on the road. I know every sensor on them darn things now.
Hey, we got a bunch of people applying for
I'm
jobs right now.
We know ISXs now, don't we?
Figure out how to time it.
For sure.
learning.
Timing it and the sensors.
Devin, or Braxton, somebody grab the tire pressure gauge. Let's check them
Yeah,
back
let's go.
tires.
We gotta get Classic in here.
All right, let's see this thing.
Find out where the dang oil leak is.
This-
Jason's got an oil leak on it too.
This is a Cadillac here, boys.
He comes in, we gotta see why his oil leak.
Put some gas on the thing. Just a moment.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you even start that?
So what you gotta do? Take this thing off and replace it with the...
Yep, go get the pump. Let's show all the people what we're doing to this girl.
Yep.
The rear structure leaking? I don't know. It kind of looks like it's coming down from...
What do those say?
I don't know where all this is coming from. You think we've had that cleaned twice. Where is that coming from?
Well, this wasn't clean this last time I took it out.
Okay, we need to clean it and see where that's coming from. I mean, it
does look
literally
like
ain't
that.
coming down, look. Yeah, it is. It's coming right down the back right there, look.
That's what it looks like, and then running over.
Right,
The oil leak may be fixed. I didn't clean it off this last time, and I mean,
I ain't seen any
it ain't
drips,
dripping. I mean, it has not. I just took it out, and I don't. You know what I mean. I took it on 2 trips, and I haven't seen a bunch of oil under it.
we fixed them fuel leaks too. It could have been fuel leaks.
So let's put the fuel pump on it, clean the motor off, send it on a trip, and then. But it did do pretty good on this last trip.
Put brackets on them instead of.
I'm going
zip
to.
ties.
We're going to put brackets on the side of this truck.
We need brackets on both of them. All right, in the morning, we're gonna get rid of this right here. Those go outside. This is trash. This goes outside. We got room. Get up. Get up.
Is that the one for the Classic?
I don't know.
There's two different ones.
I don't know how to see a part number. I don't know when I see it.
Where are these? Like 750s?
The Air Dog, son.
They're.
This is
this
the-
is for the Classic.
This is the big bad. I don't know. There's a picture of Peterbilt on the front of it.
Heck, my pump's bigger than
It's the
that.
same pump that goes on the.
Ooh,
It's the same pump that goes on the D13s and everything.
Look at that, son.
C12.
Pump on my 7.3 is bigger than that.
We're gonna do the same thing.
Look at that, Brax. Don't you even think about it.
This thing's just so simple.
I knew it was coming.
Put on your what?
Damn back there.
You got to get you another one because this is going on there.
I mean, they might send you one. We'll have to talk to them and see.
See, borrow it for a couple days.
What is this? Look at that little micro switch in there.
It goes in there. It's not a micro switch. It goes on the dash so it shows you.
Ah, that's fancy.
Those full wiring harnesses all made together. You just drill a hole through the wall and run it through there and put the hot wire ground. That goes to your light and everything plugs in place. And the only biggest thing about it is getting the fittings to go where they need to go in it.
Well, surely this is going to be pretty simple.
Yeah, because it's open. It's open all over, so it should be plug and
You
play.
sure this is for this one?
Yep. It's for a dash.
It ain't my truck. It's our truck.
Hour.
Yeah, you said it's my truck.
It's our truck now?
Yep. Decided today.
Goes right there where that's at. Boom.
Man, that's going to look sweet on
And the
this.
fuel lines go in and in.
This one's super easy.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest thing is
Turn
you
the
got to
wiring.
run. There's a vapor line on it. You got to take that vapor line and run it into the return line back up here. And I don't know exactly where it's going to tie into this one, but you got to put it into the return line so it goes back to the tank because it separates the air and runs it through the vapor line. That's what I like about that.
So if we have a fuel pressure issue on this truck, this should take care of it.
Yes.
I mean, it's about to have unlimited fuel.
Yeah, that thing keeps that fuel right here to the pump. And then what it does not use, it goes back to the return line. When you change the fuel filters and fill them up and you turn that switch on, it should never die down. Its fuel's already there. Prime.
Ready to go. All right. Well, it's going to be an install video then. All right, let's see this bad boy.
I need one for my Duramax. I will have one. They sent it
Ooh,
with both brackets.
look at that.
What are these two?
This is for Rooster, and are you wanting one for your truck now, is what you're saying?
What does it do?
What was that?
It's like
You know your fueling issue, how we have a problem keeping fuel in your filters? All that horsepower you got? This here fixed that problem.
I have a couple horsepower gonna do. This is what that's good.
No, this one's for
That's
the only difference is the bracket.
50 series.
Don't come with that
14
number.
Oh, look, right there.
There it is.
That's for a
This is for the Freightliner.
Yeah, it says C15 on it.
15, 16, and 18.
60 series engines, 14 liter. There it is.
Yeah, it says C10.
See, this one don't come with that extra bracket.
Oh, baby.
That's one for your Peterbilt, right?
Yep, that's for Rooster.
Box it back up. Oh yeah, there is a Peterbilt.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
What's a Peterbilt? That thing that sits over with no wheels on it and stays on jack stands.
that thing.
Oh, yeah,
That
right.
thing's broke down when it's on the
Yeah,
road.
you got
When
more
has it
money
ever
in that
been?
truck.
Because my transmission went out, that ain't my fault.
There's more. You got more money in that truck.
Well, crap, Bonnie's worth 5 roosters.
Oh, it is Peterbilt. Look.
You better let's put. Well, hold on, it ain't all in there.
Now that'll probably show me where I need to hook up at. You know that. Where you putting it? We're just gonna lay right over here. We're just going on Rooster whenever he ever gets it back around again.
Oh wow. You know what? You'll be wanting to
I'm
drive.
glad it ain't outside because the grass will grow up around it.
You'll be wanting to drive Rooster when it's done. And I'll be like, no, yeah. Remember what you said about it?
You know, I'm glad it's not outside. We'd be weed eating around it every week. That one goes to Peterbilt. This one goes to the.
You're gonna want to drive it when it's done. I'll be like, no. Remember what you
I
said?
want to drive it.
That's probably what's wrong with it now. I let you drive it down there to Malibu, and then all of a sudden the transmission's out of it.
You should have seen him when he went down to Florida.
Ripping you, grinding them.
He woke me up yesterday.
See, now we know.
I didn't drive it to Florida. You did.
No, you drove it down there and hauled that boat back. Devin went with you, remember? No, that's exactly what happened. Wouldn't that have sucked if that transmission went out on that big boat?
Yeah, that would have been bad.
That's why
I
you.
would have got it back.
I remember
we
you
didn't have to get out of low side because we had to hit a bridge.
Remember, I said, "Hey, Dad, should we rebuild this transmission or buy a new one?" You said, "Well, considering what it pulls, let's just go ahead and spend the money and get a brand new one."
It's supposed to be brand new. Oh, I didn't say that. Good Lord. I ain't saying they did it. I'm just saying that's not a brand new train.
All right, guys. Brax got the fuel filter took off of it.
This system's so easy. The only thing I wish they would send us in the kit is thread tape.
That's the only thing we're missing.
Don't send us thread tape.
Well, I mean, it is. They do make a nice kit, though.
Yes, it is a nice kit. It is a very nice kit. Now this one has to be plumbed into the tank. The air vent has to go to the tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. This book's over here. No, here it is. On this particular one, they show you where to mount it and put it, but this is a Coronado, not classic.
Same thing, though. For sure.
Let's see where air vent. I'm sure I don't see why we can't plumb into the return line. Just like we did the D13.
I don't know. They said plummet there, so
Yeah, that's where
they
they're,
gotta have a reason.
there it is. The return line. See where they're going to the tank?
So they're just hooking right into the vent?
Yep. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure that's the vent.
Yep.
And it comes with an elbow and everything that ties into the line. And that line, you just slide them up on it, the fittings. That's it, right here. And that thing is made where it's, see where it tightens down, it seals.
Yeah, I like that.
You can use.
You don't need thread tape with this kit. Look, 'cause
Well,
this one's got the.
when it goes in here, it does. See?
Oh, where it
the
goes
side
in
of the pump.
Yeah.
But it's got Loctite on it. But it seals. It seals tight. I used that Indian head stuff on it and sealed it, and it worked great. Didn't leak or anything.
So, guys, this kit comes with all the fittings. I think it's so easy, probably a 12-year-old could put it on. Think
Yeah.
that's the case?
Even a 12-year-old can put it on. Braxton.
We're gonna find out if that's possible.
But they got this. See this? See that?
Mm-hmm.
You have to take that out and put that fitting in there. and that goes back to the vent.
All right, Braxy boy.
Tomorrow we're gonna have all kinds of boats, I guarantee. Towing them over here, so we ain't got.
That's fine.
See that big boat?
Yeah.
We can put that on that goose and haul one of them.
Guys, I stepped away for a minute to edit a video, and Braxton has literally already got this thing put on.
The bracket was kind of big, so I'd hit it with a hammer. Get any of these, line up these two. It probably works now. So tighten it up and hoses.
And that looks good on there too, don't it? What do you do? Look at the book?
Yeah. I had to look at it a couple times. Take it off a couple times.
Well, at least you're learning how to do it. I mean, if you can put this thing on, I think anybody can, can't they?
I should.
I don't know, you're pretty good. You're not an ordinary 12-year-old.
Yeah. So how do you run hoses on this thing?
We gotta put the fittings on here. So this goes to the tank and this goes to the engine. So,
And there's one back here.
and this is probably for the fuel pressure gauge.
Yeah.
Did you put this part in, or is it already in there?
What?
This back thing? That?
That was already in there.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
probably preset then.
I got so tricked about that. I thought it went in this, so I take it off a couple times and look. I finally wasn't. Oh, the other one's got different brackets. They didn't
Yeah.
have this one in there, I'd guess.
It definitely looks good there, though, don't it?
That's what I think, right here.
I don't know. So, you already ran the harness under there?
I didn't run the harness of the cab, so I don't know what to do. Or I don't know where it's going.
Alright, guys, so
I got the battery.
me and Braxton doing live on the install on this thing. So if you want to see the whole thing, you'll have to go check out the live. But what we did, let me go ahead and explain to you guys. So this thing, Brax already mounted it. You've seen that. It's real simple. You got 2 bolts. Bolts into the frame from your old DAF fuel system. And this thing bolts to your bracket. Alright, and then your fittings, whatever your factory fittings are, 9 times out of 10 will fit these pumps, or they supply the fittings. So you got engine side here, you've got fuel tank side, and this runs your fuel tank, your vent to the fuel tank. It comes with a line, a rubber line, which didn't quite make it. You know, this thing's pretty long the way the tanks are mounted on the back. Most of your Coronados and stuff are up front. So we did make our own line. We ran a plastic line. So this, I can't say this is recommended. I don't know how it's going to work. For us, it should work just fine, but this is not how AirDog tells you to do it. So like I said, engine side, tank side, and then the wiring harness is super simple. You've got hot and ground, fuse link, and you have a relay, which we're going to run ours on the box, in the battery box, and then run the wires out. And you got a wire and a light wire that goes inside. So you got an indicator light that comes with the kit, which hooks up right here, and this goes into the cab as well. So that's your power wire for your ignition switch. So when you kick on the ignition switch, this thing will send power to the pump, tell it to kick on. and then of course your wires that run to the pump. So it's all plug and play, super simple. Braxton's hooking up the batteries right now, and then we'll test this pump out, get some fuel pressure to it, see how it does.
That's the fuel pressure regulator. 5 psi.
This will hook up here. This truck don't have a fuel pressure gauge in there, does it? No, it don't.
No.
All right, guys, here goes nothing. We're gonna see if we can make some fuel pressure. I guess thing's quiet. Oh, there it goes. We got fuel pressure. All right, turn it off. Well, shoot, you can't. That fuel pressure thing's got to be in there to kick it off, don't it? All right, that's why it's there. Guess this is here for over fuel. All right, you got something to pull that out with?
What?
That.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Yep, that goes in there, and then it builds up too much fuel pressure, it kicks the power off. If you'd have read the instructions, you'd know that, boy.
Oh, that's the trick.
We ain't good at reading the instructions, are we, Brax? Alright, guys, so to do the plastic line, which it did not come in the kit, they have a rubber line which you can tee into your return line from the back of the head, or the way I did it. Now, I'm not saying this is the way that AirDog recommends doing this. This is just the way I wanted to do it. So I took a brass tee, put it into the tank, put my vent up top, and then run my return line into the tee. So, and I think that's just like a pressure return. It's not a full, like you still have your main return off the back of the head, which is right here, which is the only rubber line I still have on this truck for fuel. I'm gonna replace that. And then we got our 5 pound or 5 PSI switch on it. So I'm assuming once this thing builds up so much pressure, this will kick it off if it needs to, or if it's over pressuring. And then plug's hooked up. So this is the return line going to the tank. So it runs back, runs down the frame. I just did plastic because that's what I had, and everything else on this truck is plastic fuel line. So it just worked out for me. If it don't work out, I'm gonna talk to AirDog and see what their opinion is on it. If they don't think it's a good idea, then we'll definitely run this over to the return line and run the rubber line to it. But I don't know, that line just seems to do better with heat for me. Good hard plastic line. But we are all hooked up other than just running the wires inside the truck for the switch, which we ran our hot and ground to the batteries because they're right here. But you can also run it over to the alternator if you have a hot and ground over there. Or you run it to the hot on the alternator and then find a good chassis ground. But I just went straight to my batteries. Moment of truth. Oh, we got fuel pressure. Man, that pump sounds good, doesn't it? Think it's enough?
I hope so. Maybe make it go a little bit more, I think.
You You're gonna turn that screw, aren't you? You're just dying to. See if it's returning back to the tank. Not here, fuel. How much fuel pressure you think we got?
So we got all of it.
All the fuel pressure?
I'll make sure I have all of it. Put about 3 or 4 of these things on this thing.
Alright, where's that crescent range? Alright, I'm gonna tighten this up. Alright, you wanna do the honors and do the first fire up?
I'd add some extra fuel pressure
Good to go?
to that.
Fire it up, let's see what we got. Dang, that thing just primed right up. It ain't ever done that. That's awesome. It does sound good, don't it? Alright, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left.
What?
Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. Alright. Straighten it back out. Beautiful. Alright, you can turn it off.
Things are good.
Does on it. Well, I'm tickled pink. Now it's gonna make these wires all pretty.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so air dog install is complete. So I'm gonna wait till in the morning to I want to fix these panels where they bolt in. So the backs of these two right here, the clips are gone. So I want to fix those, and there is a little bit small of an air leak inside the dash I heard earlier. But the air dog filter monitor system, which is this right here. So this light ain't for power on. So it does, like when you flip the switch on, it'll flash like that. But this is for when your filters are ready to be changed. This thing will light up. So put it right here in the middle of the dash where the driver can see it. So once it's ready for a filter change, bam, it'll come on. This thing will light up. But switch on, pump's running. Got everything all zip tied, all nice and neat up out of the way. No leaks. Ran all the wire, you can't even see the wires now. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to replace that return line. So that's the only one that I've not changed over to these plastic lines. So I'm going to change that return line going back to the splitter. Clean this thing up. And I think we've got all the oil leaks fixed on it. So should be able to clean it up and hopefully not have any more oil leaks. But it definitely, I mean, it even idles better. Starts better, idles better. Start straightening up the interior. So this thing needs a new floor in it, and besides the floor, just fix those few pieces, and the interior is pretty nice in this truck. But that gets the air dog on it. So we're one step closer with this thing to be able to go back on the road with a driver in it. You want to put him some antennas on it, put his CB in, and his inverter and all that stuff. But we'll test drive this thing tomorrow and see how it does. We'll go hook it to a load. Guys, that is going to finish off today's video. I really do appreciate y'all's support, being here for us all the time, and just being awesome followers of the channel. But me and Brax is going to call it a night. He's got to go home and do some homework, get ready for school in the morning. And I feel bad for keeping him out this late. It's hard with him going back to school. So he was full homeschool. Now he's going back to school part-time / homeschool. So he goes to school 2 days a week, and then he's with me the rest of the time. But it's hard to, he's my little buddy. He's always with me. Anyways, guys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. And we're going to get off here.